All right, hey guys, thanks for joining. We're gonna get started in just 1 second. Whenever you're ready, Alex.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody. This is the first AMA done right here in our own Discord channel that is recorded. Anybody that's watching this later on, try to answer all the questions we can. If you guys have any others, you can post it in our channels. But for right now, let's get it going. Luke, how are you doing? What's going on? What's Pixels?
Oh man, it's been such a crazy last couple of weeks. Obviously, all of you guys are in here because of this OG program, but we'll give you more info on all that later. We want to give you a little bit of information on what Pixels is, what we're doing, how we got here, and what we have already. So we're just gonna go over that really quickly first. So as you guys have seen, pixels.online is what we're building. It's gonna be a play to earn MMO, and that's like what we're really attracted to building here. And just a bit of background on us first too. We're building a play to earn an MMO. It's a really big and lofty goal, right? A lot of teams are promising that. A lot of teams are trying to build that. We're in an interesting situation because we already have about like 50% of the product built for that vision, but like 80 to 90% of what we're going for. We are a really product oriented team that's been building a product called Mesh, and we're transitioning that into Pixels. We had built a platform that allowed companies to throw online events on their platform. We had companies like Uber, Rippling, Improbable, like really, really big companies use our platform to throw holiday parties and other events like that for their employees. And it was an interesting product. It just really wasn't working. And the entire time we were looking for something else to do with it. And we finally found this really awesome use case where we could transition what we had, a huge engine that we've been building for the last year and a half, into this pixels.online. So for the last couple months, we've been working heads down, working our asses off, honestly. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that word, I'm guessing, but I did it. But yeah, working really, really hard, grinding. And now we're here. We're finally showing what we're building with you guys. Pixels.online. So what we're building is we're calling it Stardew Valley for your NFTs. We are introducing this concept to the world, to the metaverse, called interoperability. And what interoperability means is, ever since the beginning of these talks about the metaverse, we've been hearing this concept of interoperability. It's basically this concept that means that you should be able to take the NFTs that you own and move them around the metaverse. Basically, if you own a Bored Ape, if you own a CryptoPunk, you should use that avatar, or you should be able to use that avatar in a lot of different places. It shouldn't just be a PFP. It should be like your character in Sandbox. It should be your character in Axie, something like that. But we haven't really seen anybody do that yet. So pixels.online, we're kind of trying to lead the way in this concept of interoperability. And we've been doing these things. We've been doing these NFT integrations. So if you actually go to our website right now, you can click on the link, or just go to pixels.online, type it in your browser bar. You can see what we've been up to. We have 4 to 5 integrations done already, and we have a lot more on the way. But basically, what this means is that you can actually connect your MetaMask to our website. It's a read only, so don't worry about like any security things. We only use view permissions. But if you have one of the supported NFT collections we have, I think it's CryptoPunks, Lazy Lions, Pixel Beast, Chibi Dinos coming soon, CryptoKitties coming soon. Like one
Toads.
of those NFTs, all you have to do is connect your MetaMask, and then you can actually walk around as your avatar in our game. And that's kind of going to be the core concept that we build around. Um, our idea and our thesis here is that um, the avatars that you own, those are your avatars, and those are those PFPs, those NFTs that you own. You should be able to use them in places. What we want to do is we want to provide an awesome environment for you and all these PFP communities to actually be able to get use out of your avatar. So that's what we're doing. We think we can do that by building a game. We're pretty well on our way to be doing that. We have a demo dropping December 14th, and we have our own NFT, a land drop, dropping on January 14th. So a lot in the works. We've been working really hard and grinding behind the scenes, but that's what we're up to basically.
Okay, Luke. So we have a platform that's about a year and a half old that's transitioning into an MMO for different various NFT collections and a bunch of interoperability, trying to really take on that ethos of what the metaverse is supposed to be. We have a bunch of OGs in the chat, and these are our first people that have joined our community. What does OG mean for them?
Yeah, so OG is a way for us to reward the early members of this community. We really wanted people to be rewarded for like supporting us early. That's kind of the whole point of this space. The whole we're all going to make it mindset, and that's why we're so attracted to the play to earn space, because that is true. Early believers in projects see the reward out of it, and it makes sense because all of you guys are investing your time, your belief, your energy into this project, and we really, really appreciate that. So we're gonna make sure that our OGs are rewarded. So what that actually means is before the game is released, and I'm not talking about the demo that we released in 12.14, but the teaser maybe like a little bit after that, the land drop, we are going to be giving all of our OGs an in-game item that will have actual in-game utility. So only OGs will get it. We're never adding any more OGs into the role. You guys who have made it, you made it. So expect an airdrop of a really cool in-game item. We'll give more info on that soon at that time.
Awesome, awesome. And I know we have a couple other exclusive offers for the OGs out there, so plenty of stuff coming to you guys, and we're very excited that you're here so early. Luke, you were talking about this land drop too. Um, Kind of vague. It's our first NFT drop. Can you kind of break down what this NFT collection is and what all it entails?
Yeah, so like we were mentioning, the first little piece of our game will be centered around farming. This will be the quickest way that we can get a game out to you guys and that we can get feedback from you. So the whole intention of doing this is we want to build a game that's actually fun to play, and we're trying to build features one by one and make sure that we nail down every single feature. So our first set of game features, and that's why we're talking about Stardew Valley a lot, is our farming set of features. So we're dropping our own NFT collection, Farmland, on January 14th. What this farmland will get you is you'll actually have your own virtual farm. You'll be able to farm on it. You'll be able to build your own little house, and you'll have a lot of the features that Stardew Valley has available to you on drop. So we have this different motto and this different mindset where anything that we drop, we want it to have utility day one. These farms that you guys buy, you'll be able to use them, start farming, and actually build out a little farm and world of your own day one. We're able to do this again because we have so much product built already, and we're a really product oriented team. We move super quickly, so expect that. Also, these farms, we're adding a really cool feature to these. So if you guys are familiar with Axie Infinity, one of the really big issues with Axie Infinity is that it costs a lot of money to play the game, and you need to own an NFT to play the game. With this farmland that we're actually making, we're adding a feature where if you own the farmland, you will be able to allow other users to come onto your farm and do some of the work for you. So maybe you're too busy, you don't have time to play the game. That's okay. You can open up your farmland to other users. You can maybe make it so that it's like completely whitelisted. You can make it that's so that like only people in your NFT community can use it. Like only lazy lions can access this farm. We'll have that option available. But you'll actually be able to share the rewards for people who do work on your farm then too. And that also means if you're not able to like get in early or like you were a little bit too late onto our collection, you have a way to play the game as well.
Awesome, Luke. That sounds great. So how do people get this farmland? You said there's a drop, or there going to be a whitelist opportunity. What does it mean for people that don't get on the whitelist? How's that going to work?
Yeah, so we're doing something pretty cool. We're taking inspiration from a few other games that we've seen that we think we've done. They've done a really good job at doing this. We're going to be opening up a play to mint. So to get onto our whitelist, we'll maybe have a few other whitelist opportunities as well. But our core whitelist will be the play to mint. So that means on December 14th, really soon, guys, we're releasing a playable teaser. It'll be a really stripped back version of our game. Don't expect like an insane amount of features. We're building this really quickly, and we just want to get it out to you guys so you can see like what we're up to, what the vision of this game looks like. But yeah, on December 14th, that's when we're dropping our playable teaser, and we'll also open up a leaderboard. So when you do actions in this teaser, you're gonna get points, and we're gonna be tracking it, and we're also gonna put up a leaderboard, and the top 1,000 people on this leaderboard before mint will get access to the whitelist. So we're trying to do this in a really fair and equitable way, and that's kind of our intention. So we want people who really feel like they see the vision of this game, see the vision of what we're doing to get access to our drop, and that's what we're kind of focused on. We're pretty sure we're going to mint out. Um, so our intention now, because of that, is making sure that the people who get our land actually want to be involved with the long-term vision and aren't just buying it to like be speculative or anything like that. We want to make sure it gets in the right hands. So we think play to mint is the most fair way to do it, and we also just think it's fun.
That's awesome, Luke. I'm very excited for this play to mint strategy. Uh, this whole idea of getting involved on each other's farms is so different than what I've actually experienced in my MMORPG experience. So cool to see how everybody else likes it. Cool that we're doing play to mint, just so everybody that wants to play the game gets the most out of it. Um, so like you said, other whitelist opportunities, that's great. Can you give us listeners what to expect on the launch?
On the launch. So yeah, again, we're focusing on day one utility. When this whitelist opens on the play to mint, I think it'll get a little hectic. We have a pretty polished product, but even then, it might be hectic. Just be aware of that. There might be like a bug or two, but that's okay. We'll sort things out. We really want to make sure that this play to mint isn't too grindy. Also, we'll talk about that a bit more, maybe. But yeah, expect to have a fun game to play, basically.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds great. Um, I'm excited to play our own game even. Definitely will be trying to get on those leaderboards for myself. And you're talking about a farming game. You say MMO. I kind of leaked MMORPG. What's the long term for this game? How do you see people playing this game? What can they expect from like 6 months from now, a year from now?
Yeah, so 6 to 7 months from now, that's when our alpha release will come out. We'll hopefully have a game that has about feature parity with what Axie Infinity had like 4 months ago, if that makes sense. So like a token drop, like an actual play to earn game. But the intention is like long term, we want to build up a game more like RuneScape. So building out a ton of playable content, an entire metaverse, if you will. And that's what we're doing here. But yeah, we're starting small. We're keeping the scope small, and we'll be building from that. We know how to build product, so we don't want to overpromise. We know that product happens one feature at a time, one set of features at a time, and we have like a really good background and track record of delivering, and we want to keep it up. So we have big visions, big plans, but we're also being realistic on what we can do early on. And this farming drop and this farming skill is how we'll show you guys what we're up to. So with that, maybe it's time to open up to some questions. Do you think so, Alex?
Yeah, that sounds great. We're both MMORPG fans, so excited to build the best product possible for you, and we'll get into questions. So go ahead and raise your hand inside the stage, or go ahead and hit us with the chat in the general chat, and we'll try to answer everything to the best of our ability.
All right. So the top 1,000 in rank will be whitelist. Yeah, so we'll have our own separate leaderboard coming out. When this play to mint comes, there will also be a leaderboard that we add on to our website. You'll be able to check your spot in the leaderboard. You'll probably have to connect your MetaMask, and you'll be able to see where you stand. Could you guys explain more on play to mint? Yeah, absolutely. So play to mint, it's actually a pretty new concept. There's not many um, projects that have done this. Duskbreakers.gg, they did it. We really like the idea. We're stealing it. We're not stealing it. We're paying homage. But we think it's the most fair way to do this, mint. And again, it aligns incentives between us and you guys, where we want the people who are minting our project to actually feel like they want to be minting this project. We think this is the most fair way to do it. It rewards people who are interested in what we're doing. It rewards people who like this style of game, and it rewards people who might be sticking around longer. These are the kinds of people we want to be holding our NFT. We don't want people speculating on it. Obviously, that might happen, but we really think that if people are playing this game or being involved with this community who want to be involved and are doing this for the right reasons, we'll have the most success that way.
Yeah, and really, this isn't just a POH. This is a way for you to engage with others in your own communities. So, like we said, this is a really unique POH opportunity in the terms of there will be like skilling and sharecrop benefits inside of these POHs. So it's not just aesthetics. There's a real in-game functionality to wanting these land plots.
Yeah. So will the game be in a web page, or will we need to download the game? The game will be all web based. Really early on. This is a tech stack that we already have, and this is the tech stack that we can most rapidly iterate on. So yeah, everything will be in browser, MetaMask login, and it should be super easy to use. Our end goal here is we're trying to build the most accessible blockchain backed game there is on the market. We want to make it so there's so little barriers to entry into this game. End goal, like what we're really trying to do is we're trying to build a blockchain backed game that people might not even know is blockchain backed or play to earn. That's kind of like the greater vision of what we're really going for. And we think we can get there.
We also had a question on will there be any anti-bot anti-cheat mechanisms in games. So we actually do have game logs, and it's pretty obvious if people are cheating. Obviously, there are really complex bots that will come along. The game will be just released, so it may be a little time before we actually get somebody trying to bot this, but like auto clickers are very easy to analyze and everything.
Yeah, so what's also different about this, so we've seen some other games out here who like aren't doing anything like on a server or anything. Guys, everything that you're doing in this game is actually a multiplayer game right now. We have authoritative servers. We literally have all the tech already. This is like pretty different than the other NFT projects you might have seen already, where it's just like an in-browser game. It's being saved in your local storage, and yeah, there's like no cheat protection behind there. We have that tech already. So we're pretty safe from that. Obviously, we can't be like 100% sure nobody's using like a bot that they wrote, but you're actually going to have to perform actions. And we have like a server and like all that checking everything.
It was a great question, though. Thank you for that. Are we checking for any raised hands?
Yeah. What type of game
Everybody's
will
saying none.
Yeah, what type of game will it be farming? Yeah, so like we said, we have really big visions for this game. Like we want to be more of a RuneScape in the long term, but like that's a really hard game to build. And everything that we say we're going to build, guys, we have a track record of building it, and we know how to build products. So the key to building product is making sure you're really focused early on, and that's why we're focused on farming first. We think it's the easiest thing that we can get to market. We think it's the easiest thing that we can build. And it's the thing that can get you guys value the quickest. So our first step will be working on farming. But then afterwards, so this is the interesting thing that I'm not sure if we've explained this too much. Farming could be just the first step. So after we do farming, we'll probably work on either combat or mining. That's kind of what's in our roadmap right now. But that could also lead to like a different NFT collection. For example, like a combat arena NFT collection or a mine NFT collection. There's a lot of interesting things that we can do with this. And like we're kind of thinking that each skill brings along its own like NFT collection where you can actually do that skill. And that's kind of what we're thinking. So we're going to build piece by piece, make sure that we build these pieces well, and then move on to the next one.
So I can grind my brains out like OSRS. That's exactly right. I grind OSRS and I run into all those bots from particular countries 24/7. What is one thing cool that we're planning on doing that OSRS kind of makes a little painful for me is there's certain skills where there's one meta efficiency, and you have to do that for endless hours to get your 99s. We plan on having different games, different mini games, and different scaling opportunities that will actually scale with your level, so you don't have to do the same exact thing as everybody else to grind up to 99.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a couple questions here. So there's a fair bit of work involved in, we're going to answer all of these. There's a fair bit of work involved in preparing collections for integration. Can you tell us more about the projects that are and will be integrated and describe for listeners just how much of a commitment is required for projects that are committed to integrating? Yeah, so it's funny. When
Gyarados,
we
you're
started,
baiting us.
yeah, I see what's going on here. We have some salty sharks in the chat. They're very excited about being integrated, and I love the excitement. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. We started integrating collections with a mix of asking for permission and then also just doing it. For example, like we don't have explicit permission from CryptoPunks to integrate the collection. We just went ahead and did it. We reverse engineered all their traits, and now we have CryptoPunks in here. And then we've been working with other NFT collections. At first, this was all outbound. Now we're at the stage where people see the value in what we're doing, and we're getting a ton of interest from NFT integrations coming into us. The only problem with that is like we have a kind of like bottleneck at our art pipeline. So what we're offering to other NFT collections right now is that, like if you want to skip, if you want to get in quicker, we have like a really specific art format, and if you follow it, we can get you in super quick. Our tech is really good. To get a new NFT line into our product, it takes me like 5 to 10 minutes of like integrating it in. The only thing that's stopping that is just all the art that we need to do. We just have to get like special art made for each collection.
Will there be a lot of resources like wood, ores, wheat, etc.?
Yeah,
Yes.
so there will be initial version and like very beginning. There won't be a ton, and we'll be slowly adding more. So again, expect the first version of the game to be stripped back, maybe like one or two resources, and we'll be slowly adding more and more and more. The key is like to make sure we know what works, make sure it looks good. No,
Please,
rune
no rune
crafting is definitely
crafting.
happening.
No, no rune crafting.
Why would we not have rune crafting?
We might have rune crafting, but it won't be. It won't. Luke, you haven't played RuneScape in a while. It will not be
No, I'm
like.
just kidding.
It will not be like the rune crafting in RuneScape. That's for sure.
Eternal Essence. I remember that.
Oh my god, yeah, I cannot go through that grind again. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
We are not doing that.
So yeah, will it be a skills game or a grinding game? Unfortunately, like the first couple skills that we do will be like a bit more grindy, but we want to make more like Stardew Valley, so it doesn't feel like a grind. It's that you're more like taking care of something. Our intention is not to make something feel like a grind, and that's like the difference of a lot of other blockchain backed games. I think it can kind of turn into that. Like Axie can be kind of a grind. It's our focus to make it fun also, and that's how we are going to have long term success. If people are coming back to our game just to make money, and that's it, I think we're going to fail pretty early. But if people are coming back to our game because they actually like playing the game, and then as a side effect, the play to earn benefits them, that's the ideal situation for us.
Yeah,
Hope we don't
there'll
need to
definitely
grind.
be
Yeah.
some like harder, like there'll be some hard content in the game, but it'll definitely be like a combination of skilling or skill based and grinding. But we want to make the grinding as fun as possible, not power mining iron ore for endless hours.
Hope we don't need to grind 24/7 on the game to gain the spot. Yeah, so I'm also a little worried about that, honestly, as well. I don't want to have to make people put in like 30 hours just to get whitelist access. So if that actually is the case, we'll work something out. Maybe we'll cut the leaderboard early, and like do a round two or something like that. We'll figure out something so that you guys don't have to like put in 40 hours just to gain whitelist access.
What are you talking about, Luke? I'll put 10 hours a day, 4 days in a row.
True. Yeah.
We'll
No, you
definitely
guys.
be. You clearly
Yeah.
don't
How committed
aren't
are
a
you
savage
guys?
gamer. Yeah, no, we'll definitely figure out a way to not make you guys kill yourselves over a whitelist spot. But it'll be fun on the way there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 10 hours is not the expectation, but we do want people like to be rewarded for putting in a bit of time.
Yeah,
Um,
we 2 to 4 hours a week is the ideal like gameplay for the people that do work and don't have all this opportunity.
Yeah, 2 to 4 hours. If it's more than that, that'll be an issue. We'll work on solving that.
Cool. Do we have any other questions? Isn't that the most fun part, though?
Yeah, we want to give you guys a sense of pride and accomplishment.
Awesome. I'm not seeing any more questions. We'll give it a second to see if any more roll in. Skill capes.
Skill capes.
Yeah, no, there'll be plenty of content, but we'll be surveying the community before we start dropping whatever we want. Nobody's asked about the
Nice.
sand casino yet. Okay, that's fine. Um, we'll keep
Yeah,
that out of this
anything
AMA.
fair enough. Yeah, anything else that you can think of that people need to know? Any other questions you guys have? Um,
There's a sand casino. Take my ETH. Yeah, we're
yeah, that marketing. So we
PvP will definitely be a thing at some point.
you're bad at marketing, hire a marketing team. Yeah, so actually we're working with really awesome partners. I'm actually not worried about that anymore. Early on, that was like a concern of this project because that's actually where the team might be weakest on. But we've met so many people that are so like interested and involved in getting or interested in getting involved with this project where like I'm just not worried about gaps anymore. And on that note, if you guys are interested in joining, we are trying to expand. We do need help in a few other areas. Send us a message if you guys want to help in any way. Like we're more than open to talking to people. We're trying to build the best team in Web3. So especially if you know any engineers, any people really on it, or if you're just like really excited about what we're doing, please let us know. We want to get you involved.
You have a story for the metaverse. Can you share any of the story background or lead in? A
Oh, yeah,
teaser.
yeah.
Ooh.
So we've been building a lot of lore lately. We think it's pretty cool.
We
I
do
think
have a
Alex can
narrative
talk about that a
designer
bit
on the
more.
team. Yeah, we do have a narrative
We
designer on
have
the
a
team. I'm also
narrator,
working with
Padre.
him.
You want to give a little peek about that, Alex?
Yeah, definitely. So, high level, there's a couple things. We are in the metaverse. There are these cross collection platforms. So we're kind of bridging these different collections and communities together. So it's kind of a high level metaverse concept of connecting these different areas together, as well as obviously the ominous issues with the world are there's glitches and hacks, and obviously Wall Street like figures that are trying to ruin the world, ruin the metaverse. So there'll be rifts, there'll be these cryptic bugs, these different hints at different real life issues with blockchain and everything going on. So it'll be a lot of fun. We have a lot of work to do on it, but the first skill
Yeah,
does come with a first quest and a whole quest line. So I'm excited to get your guys' input on our greater lore, and we'll definitely spin up a lore page so you guys can get some influence there as well.
yeah. I just dropped a concept image we have. So you can see like a little portal and these bugs coming out. That'll kind of be the main like low level enemy of our game. These little bugs that you see, kind of like the rats in RuneScape. Oh, we have a question about the block, like what blockchain we're building on. Yeah, so have you considered launching on Wax? It would be easier to trade NFTs when gas is cheap than on ETH. Okay, yeah, so we are actually building on two blockchains. This is a good question. We're building on two blockchains. We're putting our big NFTs like land on Ethereum because that'll be easiest for you guys to buy. That'll be easiest for you guys to sell with. That's just kind of what the expectation is for a drop like this. But then we'll be building game assets out on Polygon. The hope is that we can eventually bridge over to ETH2 if that works and is good. But if not, the transactions are low enough where in the game we'll actually eat all the gas costs. So guys, in our game, you won't pay any gas. The point of like this game and what we're trying to build is to make it really accessible and honestly free to play for most people. Um, and that's why, yeah, we are building on Polygon to do that. Yeah, so that's why we're building on Polygon so that we can bridge over in the future if Ethereum 2 is actually like stable enough at some point. That's why I'm like I don't want to build on Solana or a different chain like that. Um, yeah, Polygon.
Yeah, we're really excited, guys. We love this concept art too. I hope you guys like it as well. Let's see if have you checked for any hand raises
Yeah,
recently.
so we did get another question. Where do you see yourself December 2020? I think I meant 2022. Like in a year from now, basically. So in a year, hopefully have released. We know we will. Right now on the roadmap, yeah, 2022. So right now on the roadmap, it looks like we can get to an alpha release of our game around July. So that means basically where Axie Infinity was 3 to 4 months ago. That's where we're hoping to be in July, having a real playable game, completely blockchain backed, and people making money off of it. That's kind of the goal. Hit that by July, and we'll see where that goes from there.
Except you won't need scholarships to play.
Correct.
Anything else?
On
When's the next
AMA,
AMA?
we'll do one before this demo release for sure, and we'll do one after because I'm sure we're gonna get a ton of questions after this demo release. So let us know like what time zones work for you guys. We tried to split up these AMAs by time zones. I was a little worried this still might be too early for Southeast Asia. We can make one work for Southeast Asia next time. I think that's important. So probably try to
Yeah,
push it back a little
we'll
bit. We'll also
we'll set
record
a
it.
poll for the next one so you guys are able to vote on when we should do it, and it'll give us an idea if we need to hold multiple AMAs at different time zone slots.
Oh, perfect. It's lunchtime here in Southeast Asia. No worries. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think it might be a little early for Europe then. Yeah, a little early for. Wow, are you in Europe right now?
Artsy. EST. Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so we'll probably do this same split where we do two MAs each time we do an AMA. Uh, we might have missed raised hand a few times. That's okay. I think we got all the questions in. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys have any other questions, let us know. Um, Otherwise, we might close this up in a minute. So like, let's try to get in any last questions.
I think somebody said they tried to raise hands and couldn't.
Give us a whitelist. Take a screenshot of this. I'm taking a screenshot of all your Discord usernames. I have that. Who knows what we'll do with it, but I have this screenshot now.
It's
Yeah, and
there.
as far as
It exists.
yeah, as far as getting OG now, I'm really sorry. It's really important for us to be really fair about everything going forward. When we say something, um, we mean it, and we said we're closing OG. So I'm really sorry. We can't give people more OGs.
There'll be plenty of other like whitelist and earning opportunities and giveaways.
Yeah,
So don't worry about that, guys.
and don't worry, you guys are all still really early. Believe me, I know I know this Discord is like mostly OGs right now, but I'm telling you, all the people who aren't OGs, you're all still so early. After this demo gets out, I know you guys know this is gonna blow up. People are gonna be sharing this. Like this Discord is gonna get huge after that. So get ready, get excited. I cannot be more excited.
Awesome.
All right, and with that, it might be time to start closing things up unless anybody has another question. We'll stick around in the general channel for a minute too. We will keep answering questions. You can literally ask any question in general. There's nothing we won't answer. We're not hiding anything. We're building in public. We have a good team, so we're not like afraid of telling people what we're doing. You know, we will beat them to market. We'll go quicker, and it's all about the vision at the end of the day. What's the total supply of whitelist spot? Okay, good other question. Yeah, so 5,000 is the plan right now. It might increase. I think 5,000 actually will probably sell out really quickly. But the good thing is, if we sell at 5,000, we can talk about it. Maybe we'll do another. But 5,000 is the plan right now. Floor price will be reasonable. I think we're stocking 0.06 ETH right now. We're sorting that all out. That's the plan
That
right now.
one
We'll give
zero
you more
point zero
info.
six nine.
Yeah, 0.06 ETH.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, pretty average. So sweet. This is recorded, right, Alex?
It is recorded, so if you guys missed anything, you can come listen earlier if you want. Becca, did you have any last words for us?
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out how to put
I have this
together.
NFT project that's basically rugged for now. Any chance it can get some revival action? Yeah. So guys, if you want to get an NFT integrated into our platform, post in the request channel. We can make it happen. That's the cool thing about our platform. If you want to put in the investment into the art, it doesn't cost much. We can do it at cost for people if you want to just wait in line. Like we'll cover the cost, or if you want to get it done yourself and get it in a bit quicker, then you can get the art done. We'll give you a brief to actually get it done. We pay our artists like $700 to get all the art done. It takes like 3 to 4 days for an NFT collection. So if you want like front that cost, you guys can do that. Otherwise, we'll do it for you. It just has to like wait in line.
We could definitely get Hasbullah in this game. I am looking for an official sponsorship from Hasbullah, so we'll definitely be contacting his team.
Oh yeah. Also, guys, if you guys know any like bigger NFT lines that are interested in working with us, what we're looking for in NFT integrations is communities that want to be working with us. Obviously, like the bigger lines that we work with, and like we have more support and backing from, like the more successful we'll all be. If you guys have any connections like that, please let us know. Or if you're like really, really interested in that space. Oh, also, Becca reminded us we have a couple giveaways coming. So this is super exciting. Chibi Dinos, if you guys know that collection, pretty big collection. We think it's pretty high profile. We love the Chibi Dinos team. We're integrating them extremely soon. This integration is coming out within the next day or so, and they'll be announcing it on their own end. But yeah, we will be giving away Chibi Dinos in the next day or two. We're giving away two actually, so stay tuned for that. Two Chibi Dinos giving away. You'll actually be able to use them, walk around in pixels with these Chibi Dinos. Yeah, the giveaway will be open to everybody. Won't be limited to anybody. So we'll get more info on that tomorrow. Two Chibi Dinos, giving them away. Be able to use them right away.
Yeah, it's very exciting stuff, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Becca, I know Luke he may not have heard you about the chibi stuff, but we got the chibi stuff in. Do you have anything else for us?
No, I think I'm all set. Look, you talk too fast. No, good job, guys.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Becca. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful morning, wherever it is. WAGME, GM, GN. It was a great AMA, and we'll talk to you guys soon.